My mom is making appam for the goddess for offering. So this is the Gollu, as we call in Tamil Nadu here. We have been keeping it for more than 40 years. I think when we went to a separate home here in Coimbatore, my grandmother has been keeping this kind of Gollu. I think this is given by my grandmother, this statue of Ganesha. I assume, I remember that. And she has been keeping from the middle of 1960s, I believe. But we have been keeping from 1984. When we moved to a home, my sister demanded we should keep Gollu, and this is the statue we first got. Lord Shiva and Parvathi, and Ganesha is taking the mango, and Murugan is coming around the world to get disappointed, and then he goes to the Palani Hills. That's the story. So 1984, it was just a one small, it wasn't a rented home. My sister demanded we also should keep Gollu, and we got this statue. 1 year before my father passed away, he painted it. So I believe that my father wants us to continue this custom of keeping Gollu. I am not showing this to see that it is beautiful or something. I am showing this for one reason, which is like following your customs for 40 years, generation after generation, is very, very difficult. And we have managed to do that. Though my sister is in US, me and my mother. Even when my parents go to US, I keep at least one statue and do puja. So this is a Baba my mother bought somewhere in 2012-13, I believe. When she went with this neighbor auntie and bought it. I'm sweating because we cannot switch on fan. My mother kept this. Okay, my mother, she bought it and came, and someone tried to pickpocket her, and my mother got on the bus, and she said, okay, I saw you took away my purse. And that woman acted as if something is falling from her sari, and she gave the purse back, my mother's wallet back. So that happened when my mother bought this Baba statue in 2000, should be 2012 or 2014 or even before that, I remember. This is the Baba vaangnadu. So I keep all these girls standing in front of Baba because I think there are a lot, but one small boy, I always assume that I am this small boy. No matter how old I become, I like to be this tiny boy in front of Baba. Okay. We lived in a place called Pollachi. It's 40 kilometers from Coimbatore. So these statues, most of them were bought there. It was in 1980s and it was mostly in 1980s. After 1986. Lord Mahavishnu with Mahalakshmi, this Lord Krishna. Can you believe all these statues are less than 100 rupees those days? And Madurai Meenakshi Amman, Andal, Lord Venkateshwara. This is gifted by our neighbor Padma auntie. This is Lord Venkateshwara. That is a police standing god of Venkateshwara's wealth. That's Annapurni gifted by one of my uncle, Saraswati. Mahalakshmi. When my parents were in the US in 2010, I got this statue and I did puja. This is the favorite statue. It should be less than Napadvaya mother. 40 rupees are there. It was bought in Pollachi. Should be in 1986. 1986. When we were kids, this we will keep kumkum inside this holy thing. The goddess is having something holy in her palm. And when the children come, we will say the miraculously his goddess is giving the kumkum. So we used to play like that, but nowadays when we start the Gollu, I keep kumkum there, and sometimes I take the kumkum and keep. This is our biggest statue, and we keep it very, we protect it a lot. My father loves to adore this garland for all the goddess when he was alive. Again, this is goddess Ashtalakshmi, which is like 8 forms of Mahalakshmi. You could see this is Yeah, this is Santana Lakshmi for someone wanting to have children. So all these 8 forms of Mahalakshmi will be there. My mother keeps coins of, some coins and put, also the flowers around it. We are not, my mother is also not so focused on decorating, but we ensure that it's safe. This is that a very poor devotee who comes to, goddess, I think Adi Shankara comes to a devotee's home who's very poor. He asks for some alms, he asks for some food. The devotees, these 2 people, they go inside and give a very old, very kind of, I think, what is that? Nellika. What is that? I forgot what it is in English. So he gives that fruit, and he finds that Adi Shankara, he realizes that they are very poor. So he chants that Kanakatara Stotram, and goddess blesses them with lots of gold in the form of fruit. I am not getting the right translation for the fruit. It's called Nellikai in Tamil. I don't know why I am forgetting like this. Okay, this is, I will come back to this again later. This is again goddess Mahalakshmi. That was one Christian family, I believe. They bought it for fancy, but when they came, they were our friends, so when they came to our home, they gifted this to us. I'm not sure, some statue they gifted to us. I think it is this Mariamman in Pollachi. This is basically Mariamman. So in the top Padi, we call it Padi, we keep all the goddess. Mahalakshmi, Saraswati. I kept Vilva leaves for Ardhanadiswara, the divine beauty of Lord Shiva and Parvathi in one statue. This is again, in the Amman Peranama, Naga, the Naga, Nagam, Karmari Amman. Few days back she came in my dream. All these gods are regularly coming in my dream and ask them to worship them. And goddess Parvati hugging Lord Shiva. This is one of my favorite statue. Can you believe this? Nowadays, all these statues are costing 5,000, 3,000, 2,000. Can you believe? It should be late 1980s. See, it is how beautiful Lord Rama, Lakshman and Sita along this Hanuman. You know how much it is? It was in 1987, I believe. Should be 36 rupees. Because there was a sticker here, before few days we saw that it was only 36 rupees, even the sticker here, can you see the sticker here? Few days back I saw it was 36 rupees for this statue. It's not about rupee money, it's about the facial features. So beautiful those days, because I think it's handmade those days. Anyway, times changes. In the age of artificial intelligence, we can only expect so much. It's a goddess, okay? My father's once, when I lost my job and after that I got it, I said I went to a temple called Meen Kulati Bhagavati Amman temple in Palakkad, near Palakkad. My father said, no, you went to Lord Lakshmi Narasimha temple and that is why Lord Lakshmi Narasimha blessed you with a job. So Lord Lakshmi Narasimha is my favorite. This time, that is I am not showing this because people keep much more beautiful Gollu, but you have to understand, keeping this consistently for 40 years, even after my father passed away, even after I am going through lots of worries in my life, that is the most important thing. Some aunties nearby, 4 or 5 of my mother's friends, they come regularly to, they sit here and they do puja. And this year, until 4 or 5 days, I thought, this Mahalakshmi, we can take it up. We thought that we kept all the statues, but the Mahalakshmi was not there. It was still in that box. Then one day when I kept the flower, I realized, Mom, where is this Lakshmi Narasimha's Mahalakshmi? And I searched all the boxes and I brought her back to goddess, Lord Lakshmi Narasimha. So, and this is Satyanarayana. This is, of course, Lord Guru Bhagavan. This is the 10 avatar of Mahavishnu. This is 10 avatar of Mahavishnu. This is, I think, the story of Rameswaram, I believe. I'm not sure. Lord Shiva and Parvathi, and here the statue of Shivling, Rama and Sita are worshipping and doing puja. This is the set. Okay, I think God knows that I won't get married, and that is why there was this statue of bride and groom. They got broken, and this is the set. They called marriage, and this I think we bought before 30 years. So we kept that. The children, the people who come to the marriage, we kept them as bride and groom because the bride and groom were broken. But anyway, that is fine as long as they look like couples. Okay. And this, I believe, this was given by my grandmother. I think, at least I know this was certainly from my grandmother's home. This coconut, banana statue, which we keep as offering, like this offering here we kept today. So this is in the form of statue. So my grandmother has been keeping this from 1960s. And this is my favorite Lakshmi Hayagriva, who gives blessings for good education if you have children in your home, if you are. Okay, today, every day you might be, I kept, this was when we went to the US, my father always buys this stuff, we arrange things, right? But he never opened it to arrange it and play with my sister's daughter. But recently, because of the hurricane in the US, I pray for the US economy, people in the US to be good. I mean, when I keep this, I actually pay for everyone in the world. And you might be questioning me, where is India? If you see India, you don't need any symbol for India. This is India. If you support local business, if you support ordinary people like this, and we call it Chetti or Chettiji. Basically, those days these statues were called like that. And this is an old woman besides him. They are selling some stuff. So support, not only corporates. If someone is trying to earn their living, help them, support them, let them grow. Then certainly, this is what I believe India is. You don't need a map to say where is India. This is what India is. Support ordinary people to grow in their life, in their business, in their job, then you will grow. There is no Baba giving us food, helping us earn our living. Whereas Mahalakshmi, once again I will show you, to bless you all with. My father, I think he is still with us, looking at us, taking care of us. We never forget the roots. My father worked for Tamil Nadu Transport Corporation, which is like Cheran Transport Corporation. Many of you, your children would be, your parents would have worked for the government organization, or you might have moved from India to some other country. But never forget the roots. This name board, I think from 1990s. Those days it's called, I never forget what the state of Tamil Nadu has done for our family. We got educated because of this government job that my father had. So my father was into Transport Corporation. He retired, I think he retired as a deputy manager or senior general assistant manager. So my housemaid, he said, your father used to keep this spanner. He's such a beautiful human being, so we kept kumkum for this spanner. My father has taught me a lot, so even when something goes wrong in my home, I will fix it myself, most of the time. My camera, my sister's daughter's book, my sister's research paper, because she's a scientist in the US. This is something we do. My grandmother taught us, I think mostly in some Tamil Nadu we do this. This is actually Lord Ganesha. Let's say you don't have money to buy Ganesha. These days everyone has money for everything. Then you just have to take turmeric, mix it with water, make this and keep kumkum. Then Ganesha comes here. Put it on, leave it. This is the last, it should be from late 1990s. This is the last bonus that my father got. And this is some US dollar which my sister gave, and this is the last bonus which my father got. Vishnu Puran, so Puran, and I've kept Sai Satcharita also in that. We did the puja today, breaking these coconuts. So I hope, why I'm showing this to you, won't be good in the good form today, but why I'm showing this to you, not because it looks good or whatever, but because you have to understand, my mother is very old, and doing this, with the support of aunties who come by, my neighbors, they come here, do some prayers. But other time I go to Saibaba temple to sweep the temple at 8 o'clock sharp. Whatever your parents have been following, it is very difficult for you to follow. But so far, my mother said, my sister's daughter is going to university this year, so this year's puja is very, very important for us. And this is the Baba I bought in 2005. Such paintings are not there anymore. Such beautiful painting. So that is it, guys. My mother kept this kumkum like this, so I don't want to take it off. Once again, I will say something to you. Being devoted to God, Goddess or Saibaba, when you face lots of difficulties and pain in your life, when there is lots of failures in your life, I still remember my mother used to write a letter that Venkat will be married next year and keep when you put these goddess in the box. But it never happened. What I understood in my life is whatever is good for us will happen. We never know what is good for us. Maybe being like this is good for me, so that is what goddess has chosen for us. So I still believe goddess is with us. Few days back my mother said when I came outside at around late in the night, I felt that this goddess is looking at me. So I believe that she is always mother goddess. We call it Adi Parasakti. We call her Adi Parasakti. She should be blessing you now when at the time you are looking at it. So because this is going to Sai devotees, I will end this video with you should live with happiness. Once one of my friend, I will finish this with this video. We started with this statue and it grew. Nowadays we never accept any statues as gift or something like that because it is very hard to keep it safe and maintain. So I will end this video with this. Baba, you all should be happy, leading a very healthy, happy, prosperous, beautiful life. If you want to share your experiences, you can always message me at stasa.com. I love you, Appa. Love you so much. Okay. Worship your work. Like I said, you don't need to define India with some map or something. If you define India with this itself, it's enough. Help people to grow in their job, in their career, in their life. Support local businesses. Then your life will be good. See good, do good, speak good. Om Sai Ram. Om Sai Ram. Om Sai Ram.